You were sitting here to set up the shot, so I thought you would want to sit here.
You have a longer torso than me. Your head is like way higher.
Then why are you trying to set up the shot with me here? Or with you here?
I'm setting it up with you.
Right, never mind. Don't listen to me. Welcome. Here we go.
And I'm not Tony Hawk. I hit my head really hard yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. On the door, I bent down. One of my dogs has 3 legs and he can't get up the last step. And all of a sudden he wanted to come in and I was just like, oh, I'll open the door and reach down and I don't know how, but like he moved away for a second. I was like, what the f-? And then I swang back and just because I was up, so I was like squatted over and I just forehead the end of the door, like the stiff bit. There was no bounce, just dong, and I was like, and then
did it bleed?
Katie she was like, oh my God, I saw that. Like, that was ridiculous. I'm like, I don't know why I'm concerned about doing sports or not doing sports at my age when
you get hurt just to help the dog.
I'm going to headbutt everybody and everything. It just doesn't matter where we go. Yeah. I'm going to be sore from it.
I know. I cut my finger super bad yesterday trying to open this ice tray. Like, so lame.
That's a dangerous sport.
I know.
You should probably stop training.
They're ice cube, like big ice cubes for whiskey.
Yeah.
And then I have this special thing that I was trying to pull it out. And then I was
like, you'd think, because that's a rich guy ice thing.
That's a what?
It's a rich guy ice. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. You have become a rich ice guy.
I don't have an ice maker that makes it. It's like a mold.
Yeah, and it makes a bowl, right?
It's a mold. Like what? How is that a rich
guy ice thing?
Oh my God.
Poor guys don't even have ice, Tony.
Just start the show.
Mediocre guys like me, I'll have ice from like the little ice block thing. You twist it and you put it in there. But you got some weird metal cranking device to make the ultimate
I don't have that. That's what I'm saying.
Bowl.
No, it's a mold. And so it's like a rubber mold. So you pour water in it, then you stick it in the freezer. And then when you take it out of the freezer, you have cubes in the mold. I don't have that thing. That thing is sick, though. I know what you're talking about.
The one where it makes a bowl.
Yeah, I want one of those. Yes, those are sick. You need that. Is a rich guy thing.
You need that.
I know. I want one.
Come on, video game. You got to get that ice machine. I mean, that game did great things. It deserves. Yeah, come on, man. I should buy you one. I should buy you one.
Dude, we'd have to make money on the show first.
No, I'm willing to like. You know what I mean?
It's very kind of you, but it's okay. I appreciate it. I do like the thing I have.
What is money anyway, Tony? Do I really need it? I got shoes. You know, if I was really hurting, I could call you and you could get me some Vans. Alfonso Rolls owns a shoe company.
For Vans.
Oh, you're off.
Yeah, I've been off for a while.
Oh, so I don't have the hookup anymore.
I can connect you with them.
No. It was way better to be sponsored by Tony Hawk Vans. No offense to Vans. Vans is great, but Tony Hawk Vans. I mean, how many people out there are sponsored by Tony Hawk Vans? Like, basically his children and me. And that's pretty cool.
That was true, yeah.
Who do you wear now? Who are you wearing now?
Are we starting
Tony?
Or where does this sit?
Well, we started, didn't we? Nah. Okay.
I mean, I was like talking about the setup and everything. Okay, now we've started.
Welcome to the show.
That's it.
We are here and we are we're not live. We're here. Live. I hope that I'm not dead when this comes out or it will sound stupid.
Wow. That's an intro.
But I feel good about staying alive for the next couple of weeks. So
at least until this episode airs.
Until this episode airs.
Yeah, thank you.
Make sure you like and describe. We wankers, just do it. What, Joe Rogan didn't tell everybody
the audience
to
wankers.
Check this show out, so now you don't want to check the show. You're all the
wankers
people
in Australia for our good friends.
Sheep and lions, whatever that saying is. It's bullshit. You're following people. This is the best show there is. If you don't know about it, it's because you don't know stuff. You're not cool.
Stop insulting our potential viewers.
Well, the people that are listening to this are cool.
Oh.
They're listening.
All
They
right.
know. I'm talking about, you got the ground roots and then you got the posers. Everyone's like, oh, I want to talk about Joe Rogan's great, but like so gigantic that if you're on there, it's okay. But if you're not on there, it's not okay. How's it not okay? I was here before everybody. Proven and tested. One of the greats.
Still going.
Google it.
Google it. What will you get if you Google Jason Ellis success?
You know what's not on there? It's probably Ellis sucks. But I also, not only do I do that, I also have got the world record for the most phone calls in an hour on SiriusXM. Do you know who else is on SiriusXM? Howard Stern. Did you know that he had a segment where, I'm going to keep doing this, I don't know why. Hulk Hogan.
I thought you were batting away gnats or something.
I'm batting away the peasants. I don't know. Stop making it. Anyway, Hulk Hogan was like, give me a call, brother. You know how many wankers called him? Everybody that loves the WWE and Howard Stern called him. And it was 48,000 in an hour. And it was the biggest thing ever. And then I did it and got 89,000 calls. 89,000 in an hour.
Answer?
No one's ever done it.
How many did you answer?
Like 50.
That's pretty good. 50. Wow. I remember
used to be really fast.
Do you remember we would call, well, you remember, of course, but we would get calls in SiriusXM and we were on at such a weird time. It was Tuesdays at 4:00.
Yeah.
And we would get calls to be like, hey, you're on the air. Hey, how do I ollie?
Yeah, yours were the worst callers ever. Yeah.
It's just like, come to a screeching halt on the show.
Yeah. No, we were in a bad pocket there where it was, hi.
And we didn't have
Tony
anyone vetting
Hawk? And you go, yeah. And he goes, cool.
Yeah.
How do you do a McTwist?
Well, how can I get sponsored?
And then my show got bigger, and then people would call and be like, Ellis, what's up? Fucking just took a shit in your mom's fish tank. And I'm like, man, that kid that wanted to learn.
That sounds oddly specific. Did that actually happen?
I didn't do it.
I know, but I'm saying, like,
I didn't even know the guy.
Did that call happen?
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite thing. I was like, wait, he didn't just pull that one out of the air. That one must have happened.
No, that was a legit caller. Right after a kid got his answer on how to do a McTwist, that guy said that. And I was like, man, I got to go.
Wow. Yeah. All right. So what's up? You came to skate? I see your pads here.
Yeah.
I've skated every day for the last week.
You're shredding.
Thank you.
I thought I could have hung out.
I finally,
You're already gone.
Got over a hump recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still can't really grab like the Weddle position.
Just do the stretch of the tuck knee all the time on the couch.
I try. Let's put it this way. I tried to yesterday, got the grab twice. So
you know how I can tell it's going to be a good day or a bad day? If I try to bring my foot up and touch my shoe on the outside of my knee, if it's hard, it's going to be tough. And that's what's happening. This used to be easier.
Today is tough?
Yeah.
No, you just got it right there.
Yeah, but it used to be easier to get it up there. My legs used to come into my stomach further. Maybe I'm fat or maybe I'm not as stretchy. It's a combination. But I believe with practice, even the stiffest person can put their foot around the back of their head. It's just practice.
Yeah, I think you're right. I used to be able to do that when I was a kid. And
right?
It's
just practice.
Yeah,
I used to be able to do all that
trying
stuff.
that.
I remember squatting once at a party and one of my friends was like, how are you doing that? And I was like, what are you talking about? And it was just, I was standing, but I'd squatted and my butt was almost on the ground.
I remember when Riley was little, I would always get down like that to be at his level when he started walking.
Most adults get on their knees to get to that level.
Yeah, and then I remember people going, how are you doing that? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm just squatting.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't.
People
don't do that.
Yeah.
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 I still have photos of us together, like at amusement parks or otherwise, and I'm just squatting right alongside of him, talking to him.
Yeah, because you practice that without even knowing. So anything can be done. I believe if I really cared and it's lazy of me, I could will my hair to grow back. I believe I could do that.
I don't think that's...
But I just have a lot of other stuff on my plate.
Not in
and
the same way of
spend a lot
stretching.
time. Look, you got each to their own. I believe I can make my hair grow
each
back.
their own.
I also believe
That's not how that saying works.
I also believe if I tried real hard, I could squirt gold teeth out, and the other ones would fall out. And then I would have only all gold teeth.
Oh, you could.
I believe gold teeth are in me.
You could will your
like
teeth
Wolverine.
To be, well, you could
liquid
just
gold.
It wouldn't be that hard to rot your existing teeth so that you have to get gold caps if that's what you're trying to do.
I don't do gold caps. All my gold teeth are full gold tooth, full root canal gold tooth.
So did you have a? So you have a post?
Yep.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Yeah, all of them.
I have these posts right here.
Yeah. If I was, I thought that I was just going to keep losing teeth and then I could just have a full gold mouth.
Yeah.
But God damn it, a lot of these other ones are very stubborn. They're just staying there.
There is a solution, but
punch me in the mouth.
No, or you just have them taken out. Like if you're really that committed to the gold smile.
Ridiculous. It's a lot of work.
What's ridiculous?
Fine tooth
is okay. I'm not going to push you on that at all.
Diamond teeth. I gotta have a lot of money, but having full diamond teeth would be so sick. Out of anybody that would appreciate diamonds in their mouth, me would be the number one. I would be so happy. So
okay, I do have
I could have a bad day. We're just like
you'll like this story. Who's the dude?
Lighting up rooms everywhere I go.
Sling.
Yeah, everybody, let's dance. Cold turkey may be great on sandwiches, but there's a better way to break your bad habits.
We're not talking about some weird mind voodoo from your crazy neighbor or psychic or Facebook friend.
Weird. We're talking about our sponsor Fume, pronounced Fume. They look at the problem in a different way.
Not everything in a bad habit is wrong. So instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit?
Fume is an innovative, award-nominated device that does just that. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses all natural, delicious flavors.
You get it? Instead of bad, Fume is good. It's a habit you're free to enjoy and makes replacing your bad habit easy. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for de-stressing and anxiety while breaking your habit.
It tastes more flavorful than I thought, and it feels very fresh. It's well weighted, perfectly balanced, and extremely fun to fidget with. The real wood and the shape are also beautiful. I feel cool using it.
You feel cool using it?
Yeah, look at me, man.
You're cool.
I need it.
To feel cool. Stopping is something we all put off because it's hard, but switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, and even fun. Fume has served over 100,000 customers and has thousands of success stories, and there's no reason that can't be you.
Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com and use the code WOLF. Save 10% off when you get your Journey Pack today. That's TryWolf. So TRYFUM.com. And then you use the code WOLF and then you get 10% off. And you can do it right now.
Who's the dude that was famous for doing grills?
Paul Wall.
Paul Wall.
Yep.
Did I tell you my story about Paul Wall?
Nah.
All right.
You know Paul Wall?
Kinda. I'm gonna call him out.
Paul Wall would. Oh yes.
This is
What's
happening.
up, Paul Wall? You the bitch. No, you're great.
He came to one of the X Games in Austin under the premise that he was offering me a grill, and I thought that was funny and cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Sure. And so.
Tony Hawk with the grill's pretty funny.
I caught him backstage in between events, and he took my mold, asked me what I wanted. I was like, yeah, cool. Like, I think I said platinum.
Yeah.
Something. I was just like, well, just ridiculous. Yeah. Let's just get the most ridiculous thing. And then disappeared.
No grill.
He used me to get in the X Games. I'm just saying, that's what it felt like. That's all I'm saying.
Dude. Like, seriously, dude. You are such
that or his
pathetic
business.
bitch that it's insane.
It was more disappointing because I wanted it. Like I thought it was super
He
funny
wanted
and cool.
it.
Yeah, and I was
you
gonna
took it away from him.
and I was gonna, you know, tag him and shout out and whatever.
He was gonna give you a shout out, and you ripped his heart out.
Maybe his business
Threw
imploded.
it away.
Like maybe his business imploded from the time.
Yeah, I bet you'd want him to wear one now. Well, guess what? He's not doing it. But if you send me one, I will wear it.
No, it's not too late. If he's watching,
But I'm not tagging
it's not
you,
too late. If you send it to
bitch.
me, I'll be hyped. You still have my teeth mold. I don't have any new teeth.
Ooh, raps.
Thanks, Nate.
Tony Hawk raps.
Well, you can sleep. That's okay.
Yo, Tony
appreciate that.
Hawk raps. Just thinking about another job. Sorry. Ooh.
What?
You're going to hate this, but last night I had some fruit roll-ups and some ice cream.
Oh man, I didn't do it. I forgot to do it.
You're an idiot. We should have like...
Did you do it?
We should get...
Did you like it?
Oh, it's amazing.
Really?
It's so good.
So
Like I want to start a restaurant and I just want to be in charge of the fruit roll-up ice cream. And I want to make all different ones because it's just the sky's the limit. There's a whole new world out there.
So I listened to. So you're talking about the episode with Brooklyn Corey, and
I posted it on my Instagram.
Yeah. But so I bought the ingredients because that show was
You
in
have it at
air,
your house?
and then I forgot to do it. Yeah,
Let's go. I'm
Let's
going to
do
your
it.
house today.
Let's go get it.
Yeah.
I got the high end ice cream too. Like I went.
Rich guy ice cream.
Yeah, I got rich guy ice cream for sure.
Yeah. We'll put a rich guy ice cube right next to it. Maybe fruit roll up on that. What about fruit roll up
too bad
around
you
your
can't
rich
share
guy
my-
ice blocks?
You
that
can't share
put in
my
your whiskey.
You can't share my top shelf whiskey, so that's a bummer.
I can have a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just can't like go out all night. With
I
it
have
on it.
I have a bottle that's like a holy grail. It's pretty sick.
A what?
Like I got holy grail. Like it's a
Did you say a bar?
a bottle.
Oh, a bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's the sickest of all.
It's pretty
Whiskeys?
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
fruit roll up ice block.
There's a
in that.
book written about the bottle that I have.
What?
It's called The Best Bourbon You'll Never Taste.
No.
Yeah.
What's it called?
A.H. Hirsch, 1972. It's amazing.
You sound like
It's amazing.
You sound like
Let's put it this way. I
sound like a gun
opened
guy.
one up. I opened it up once to share it with my brother, who's a big whiskey fan. And then New Year's Eve, got into it with some people that I was trying to impress because they love whiskey. And then all of a sudden the bottle's down to this. And I was like, oh, but I found another one.
Yes. Rich guy saves himself.
Oh my God. What is the rich guy thing?
Sorry.
Wow.
I just try to bring that up as much as possible because it's pretty hard to do that to you. For a rich guy, you don't flex very hard. Like you do, but not in a way where, like I do it in a way where I'm like, hey, everybody, you want to see something really stupid? You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I bought this. You're more like, yeah, that is, yes, it's ridiculously expensive, but I will enjoy that and it will be worth it.
It really is that good.
Yeah.
It truly is. You know what I mean? I am not one to buy into a lot of hype where it's like people, oh, you gotta have this, like Cristal champagne. I'm like, I don't think that's the best champagne.
Which is also, I'm glad you drank the first one because if you're gonna buy it, you just go look at the bottle.
That's not what I'm doing.
Right.
It's never for display flexing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of my bottles.
it.
I have a few bottles that are pricey and they're all opened.
Right. Yeah, it makes no sense. I can't do that.
So what's
I would
happening?
love to do that. But yeah, you got to. I feel like fruit roll-ups need to come in like a bigger size so that you can. Like,
I noticed that. That was because I don't usually buy them. I used to buy them for my kids, and I haven't in a while. And when I bought them, I was like, wait, that's really small and thin. It's like a small.
Yeah, I got pretty messy last night because I was just holding a bowl of ice cream and just wrapping it in fruit roll-up, and putting it on a plate.
Was that the first time you did it?
Yeah. Yeah, I will definitely do better next time.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, come over. We'll try.
Paul Wall, what a piece of shit.
Oh my God.
What a pie. I had a feeling. There it is. That's your facts right there.
I think he even took a mold of one of my kids.
Did he get?
No. No. Whatever. Bummer.
Yeah. Does that guy sell albums anymore?
I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Well, I hope it does well.
Good
for you. I hope he does. I hope he's okay. You know. But that what a doggy move. That was so lame.
Okay, I have here's my brag. This is my big brag. I learned a new trick.
Yeah. Oh, what? Wait, a new trick.
I created a new trick
and made it.
Yeah, it took me so long.
What'd you do?
It's hard to explain. Half cab, body varial to backside blunt. Does it make sense?
To backside blunt?
Yeah. So
you did backside nose blunt in?
No. Coming up fakie, body varial as I'm getting to the coping, land in a blunt, and then come in backside.
Okay, I got it.
It's weird. It's like a little coping dance, but it meant a lot to me.
Yeah,
it really did. Like I was emotional.
Dude, backside blunt is so backside blunt slide on vert. There's only a few people that can do that.
Oh, I like that trick.
That's some crazy stuff. Wow.
I don't slide it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry if I wasn't clear on that. I would love to slide it, but I can't keep my board straight to slide it.
I hope I didn't just curse you for another couple of weeks trying to do that. But
no, that one's not in the cards.
It's still clean. Do you think you can do that like in a demo?
Well, that's the thing. I was practicing it. This is probably going to air after that, so that's why I'm saying it. I was trying to learn it in preparation for the X Games in Chiba, in Tokyo, which is probably happening right around the time this airs, or will be. And at some point into my second hour of trying it, I'm like, I don't think I can get this in a best trick. Like I won't have that enough time.
But what about after you made it? You don't think you could do it?
Maybe I think I figured out a couple of little tricks to it, little hacks. So maybe, but it's risky.
I know, but I also feel like I know how you think. And if you do that at the best trick, it's like, dude, the guy broke his leg and was like doing some
it's
such a bounce back because no one could do that.
That's what I really wanted to do, a trick that had not been done, even if it was just by me. Like it's something that I haven't done before. That was my goal going into it. And so I thought that one is attainable because it doesn't require a lot of compression, grab. I don't have to get a lot of speed for it.
Yeah.
And so I thought, okay, that'll be a cool new thing. And I just didn't think it would be as hard as it was to learn. And it's still, because I'm still recovering, like I'm still weak and going fakie is still weird. So, but I did it. I'll show you, I got emotional. Like it was heavy. Yeah, it was heavy for me.
Were you surprised by the emotion when it kicked in?
Kind of, but also it had come to mean so much to me over the last couple weeks.
Just that trick.
Well, just to do a new trick.
Yeah. Because
it symbolized a lot more than it was.
Did you think at any point when your leg was really hurt that you might not skate?
Absolutely. Well, I thought that I wouldn't be able to do something new.
Right.
And I thought that I would just get to a certain level of what I used to do and have to
safety
live
dance
with that
for the rest of your life.
Fine. Right. And I would have accepted
You'd accepted it.
Yeah, I would have accepted it. But then at some point I was like, well, wait, I can move again. I can do these things. I can rely on my leg to lean on it.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking I actually did that trick. I did it to fakie a few years ago.
Yeah.
So half cab body varial, blunt fakie.
Yeah.
And then I was just thinking what can I do that I've already done and expand on? And then that's why I chose that.
Could you do that and frontside blunt in?
No, I could never do half cab frontside blunt. I tried to do it on my ramp in Fallbrook.
Yeah.
Because Bob is all about it.
Yeah.
Right. Tried to do my ramp in Fallbrook. My front foot came off on the way in. I still committed. Fell to my face on the flat.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not learning from that. You know what I mean? This is not a lesson of what not to do. I'm just not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought I had that trick in every way. And then I would see Bob do it. And it was always, he was so he's just unwinding on the way down. And I was like, it's all his.
Yeah, it is all his. That is such a Bob trick though.
Yeah. Breathe some life into your own backyard with fastgrowingtrees.com this spring.
From shade to fresh fruit to privacy and natural beauty, let fastgrowingtrees.com help you plant your dream garden with their expert advice and fast, reliable shipping.
FastGrowingTrees.com's plant experts curate thousands of easy-to-grow plant, shrub, and tree varieties for your unique climate. Meyer lemons to evergreens and everything in between.
Dude. Happy plants, happy home, right? But sometimes it's hard to know which plants will do best. No problem, because with fastgrowingtrees.com, you get customized recommendations based on your specific needs.
Plus, their plant experts are always available to help keep your plants growing healthy through the season and beyond.
No more waiting in long lines and hauling heavy plants around. With fastgrowingtrees.com, you order online and your plants arrive at your door in just a few days.
With Fast Growing Trees, 30-day alive and thrive guarantee, you know everything will look great, fresh out of the box.
Join over 1.5 million happy Fast Growing Trees customers.
Go to fastgrowingtrees.com/wolf now and get 15% off your entire order. Yeah, wolf.
Cool.
A wolf would beat a hawk in a fight. Just saying.
Once again, get 15% off at fastgrowingtrees.com/wolf.
Oh! Yeah, I saw some kid skating some bowl, some dude in a video just like nollie, and like I think he like hit his truck on the way in on purpose.
Oh, I know.
And I was like, dude,
just playing with death.
You're good for you, you maniac.
You know what
So
trick
sketchy.
is still amazing to me? Remember Howard slides? Brian Howard?
Which one's that?
He would do a lip slide, but purposely just
Oh,
hanging up,
and skid it across.
and then just come in. Like he had a lapper on, but he didn't.
Yeah, and he wouldn't grab the tail. Like he would just make it go in, yeah.
No, he and I we won a doubles event because he did that under my 720.
Right, that is sick.
And then it was like, dude, no one can do that. But I was more impressed with his.
Yeah, but it is weird because maybe more people could do it, but nobody
We have
can do it.
We have to find a video of that. That's a rare one.
Never saw anybody do it.
No. Who wants to do it?
I would.
Purposely put yourself in that peril?
It does sound cool.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That's
I just feel like it would go wrong.
Oh, it's gonna go wrong. Oh, how about backside Howard slide?
That would be.
That
Jimmy
would go
could do that.
Terribly wrong. Yeah.
But Jimmy, if anyone could do it, Jimmy could do it.
Probably.
I might just try it when Jimmy's around
Did you see Jimmy
and make him just do it.
at Vert Attack? He did a huge 540, then revert across the flat, and then fakey 5.
Yeah.
Dude, people are just dancing with danger. Like they just don't. There's no concern. It's amazing.
Yeah, flat bottom revert doesn't sound like a good idea when you're going that fast, but
No.
okay. I thought about ramming that couch that you were on today when you were on that guesting on someone's show.
I was on, Roman Atwood came here and did his podcast.
Yeah.
And
I was lining it up from the window. I was up in the glass looking down.
We were almost done. And then he had the couches on the ramp and his logo on the ramp. So the whole thing was done on my ramp. And then
It looked
Jason
good,
and I
by
were
the
going to
way.
record this after, but yeah, they made it look good. But then Jason came in hot skating through the set.
Yeah.
In the middle of the interview, I was stoked. It was
I was
funny.
eyeing that couch. I was like, if you hit it, it's going to move so much. And I was like, what if it moves and hits you?
Oh, you were going to jump onto it.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Like,
I was going to shoulder block it and just send the couch
yeah, that would have
flying.
been sended.
Yeah.
You would have given them both with whiplash. doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I was more worried about the lady than the dude.
Yeah, that would have.
I was like,
That
I feel
would
like
not
the
have ended
dude,
well.
He does like pranks and stunts and stuff, right?
Yeah,
So he can take a shit whipping, but
he
yeah.
he went down the nitro ramp, I think, on a big wheel.
Yeah. Would you do that?
I don't think so, because I want to be in control of the vehicle.
Yeah, I would have done that.
I'll tell you
feel like
why I
could
wouldn't
it.
do that, because I went to the first Nitro Circus live event in Vegas, and someone came down on a Barbie car,
Yeah.
and it started sliding sideways, but they
Before
still
the
made it to
jump.
the jump, and then they came up short,
Oh yeah.
but landed on the back of the landing ramp
And
and was
bounced.
teetering,
Oh what?
and then fell backwards
There was padding,
but
right?
there was padding, but they barely caught the padding.
All right.
And then I was like, I don't want to do that on a vehicle that I'm not in control of.
Yeah, that's because I was thinking the couch one. I was like, how hard can that be? You just sit on the couch and go over the gap. And I'm like, if that thing turns before you hit the jump and you're on it, you're
over.
so screwed.
Yeah, you're over.
So I was like, I wouldn't do that one. But if it was the big wheel where you can turn it and you're in charge of steering it, and it's like, this thing's fast enough to go over the gap, I'm like, well, then give it to me.
Yeah, but I feel like the big wheel could easily go sideways.
Right.
There's no traction on those wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, good point.
One of the guys did a bodyboard. Did you see that one?
Bodyboard.
Like a boogie board.
With wheels on it.
With wheels on underneath and like with a wetsuit on.
And he went on his stomach?
Jumped it. Yeah, but
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Do you have flippers on?
Probably. I can't.
That's
I don't know.
pretty
The whole
sweet.
thing was a blur.
Goggles.
That was the show that Travis proposed to Lindsay in the middle of the show with his pads on.
That's so cool.
And my kids
That's
thought it was
right.
part of the show.
You guys are like, man, they do that every show.
Yeah, they said that wedding thing was weird.
It makes sense because SeaWorld are the kind of like all those weird shows that they do in places like that. They could totally do that. Like you can, like when you ever seen a show where I haven't seen the show before, but it's super apparent that these guys are doing it 3 times a day and they have done it for 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, what am I going to do?
We went to Universal for the Super Nintendo World, and we went to the Water World live show. It was pretty sick.
Yeah, Waterworld. I would like to live in Waterworld.
It was pretty sick. And they are legit stuntmen.
I'm kind of pissed I don't have gills. Because that would be badass.
I don't think anyone had gills in Waterworld, did they?
What are you talking about? Kevin Costner was a fish man.
Oh, was that what it was?
He had gills. He could go to the bottom.
Oh, that's right. I was just confusing it with the
It
different
seemed like
thing.
he swam incredibly fast, and I don't remember him have flipper feet. He had normal feet, so it's kind of bullshit. I think he swam and came out of the water like a fish at one point. I could be wrong. It's all a
I
blur.
don't know. I feel like
Waterworld.
Waterworld, the
He
folklore,
slaps a lady.
the folklore of that movie kind of outshined the movie itself because it was the most expensive movie ever made.
It was the most offensive?
expensive.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, at the time.
Uh,
Like over double any cost of movies back then. And that was the whole thing about it. And so everyone's like, it can't ever live up to the hype of how much it costs. That was the narrative going with it. But then it was pretty good. So
Wow.
right, you liked it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
But I do recall everybody else saying you're an idiot. But the jet skis underwater makes no sense at all. Like, how does that
They
not
do
float?
that in the show.
What?
Yeah, this dude, because it's a super small area that they do the show in, and they got jet
He
skis.
comes out of the bottom of the sea.
The guy not the bottom, but the guy does a turn and goes full duck dive underwater and then comes up.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was parked underwater and then he just pops up.
Oh no,
Because that's what they're doing in Waterworld.
no, but in the show, a plane comes out of nowhere and lands in the water.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty sick.
That's a sweet job. I would like
Yeah.
to land a plane in a pool 3 times a day for money.
I don't think anyone was in it.
What?
It was like it's a shell of a plane, but
Oh, wait, it's on strings.
no, they launch it and then it just lands in the water. But it comes out of nowhere. You don't see it before the show.
Wow.
I feel like I'm doing
Is it over?
promotion for this.
Or
whole
can I
thing.
go?
No, you can go.
I would go to that.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to take me to a Waterworld show, I'm available.
Did you ever play?
Get into my DMs.
Did you ever play any Mario games?
Yeah, the race kart one.
Mario Kart,
Yeah.
because there's a Mario Kart ride at Universal. That's pretty much why we went.
And that's good?
It's pretty cool.
I would do that too then. Have you had these teas, Liquid Death, mate?
Mhm.
Jesus.
Which one?
It was a good idea that I became a part owner of this company. At least I made a good decision. Yeah, this is Armless Palmer.
Oh, because it's like an Arnold Palmer.
You get it?
What about? What do they want? They want us to sing for some
Damn, that's
Liquid
good.
Death
Oh
album?
yeah,
What is
what the
that?
hell's that? I just take that as like, sure you're gonna, but yeah, we're gonna be singing
Yeah, I guess so.
finally. That's how I see it. We're both dynamic vocalists.
I'm doing a live show in LA
Of what?
of Sam Jones, who did
Yeah, I
the
understand.
documentary HBO. he wants to create a new show. He is creating a new show of interviewing people who aren't musicians by trade, but do either play music or like music a lot. And then he interviews them for a while, and then they perform with their house band.
Yes.
So I'm doing that. It's pretty cool.
Singing.
I'm the first guest.
And you're singing.
Singing, yeah. I'm going to sing
What
3
song?
songs.
Not allowed to say.
No, this will air after that. Clamp Down by The Clash. Bloodstains by Agent Orange.
Wait, how many songs are you singing?
3.
Dang.
And then I'm singing, this has to air after that. So I'm singing Uncontrollable Urge with Mark Mothersbaugh.
What? Wait, with who?
He's a special guest, Devo.
Oh, that's right. You guys are buddies.
Yeah, but no one knows he's going to be on there.
Yeah.
So this has to already air for this for me to say that.
Make sure you tell them not to do it.
But it'll be fun. You can go if you want. It's in LA.
Yeah, I would go.
Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely go. I'm your biggest fan, dude.
I don't think you're the biggest fan of my singing punk songs.
Bullshit. I'm your biggest fan. I don't think anyone gets
No,
more joy.
I remember distinctly when you saw the Millencolin one, you're like, who is it? To quote you, who is this asshole singing a punk song, skating? Oh, it's you.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it became cool.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, then all of a sudden I was like, I got to watch this video.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Get on stage, rock out.
Thank
and
you.
then Sam's going to make it look like you are fully rocking out because he's like an insanely
He's in the
good-
band too. He plays.
Oh,
he
yeah?
plays guitar. Yeah,
Huh.
it'll be fun. I don't know who else he has lined up to do that. It seems like a very oddly specific request.
I said the dumbest thing
people.
ever to him in the parking lot after we did a show with him. He was like trying to bro down with me. I think he gave me his phone number.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What are you up to for the rest of the day?" And I was like, "I'm trying. I mean, I'm shooting a scene of sex stuff with like a bunch of because it was just so happened to be the day that I was
Yeah.
doing that, and I
Yes.
just answered the question direct, like honestly, and I was like, dude." He didn't need to know that. You could have just said,
He's like, cool. I'm gonna go pick up my daughter from diving
that's
practice.
what happened.
Yeah.
I was like, dumbass. Yeah.
He doesn't care. He lives in LA. He shoots
Yeah,
Hollywood
yeah,
people all the
but-
time. It's not.
We were talking about skateboarding and stuff, you know.
that is an abrupt
I flipped
change
it, yeah,
of conversation.
Yeah,
though.
could have just said going to the movies, you know. I like movies. Wouldn't have been a lie.
I like. What
I
movies have you
sang the
seen?
other day on
What?
stage in stand-up,
Spontaneously.
a cappella. Yeah, the rest of the...
I mean,
did
did you
this-
plan it?
No, there's this show called Riff Raff, and it's got 2 buckets. One's a riff, and it says stuff, and you can make jokes out of the story or whatever it's written. And then the raff is like stunts. You got to do like physical things. And I picked one out, and it said that I have to sing my set for the rest of the set. So everything
Oh my
I
God.
said,
For
I had
how
to
long?
like another 7 minutes or something.
That sounds terrible.
It was, but I made it funny. But I also,
Can you deliver jokes when you're singing?
if you're talented,
Like the punchlines?
yep.
How do the punchlines go in terms of cadence? Or
Well, I
pitch?
think I made jokes with like one of the questions was if you're a clone and you kill your clone, is it murder or is it self-defense or is it suicide? And because I was singing like James Hetfield, so I said suicide.
That's pretty good.
So there's like little jokes in the way you sing it.
Yeah.
But then it was dick punch. I pulled dick punch, which means somebody punches you in the dick.
Oh my God.
And my friend's wife came up to punch me, and I was like, "Yeah, it's my friend's wife. How bad could it be?" And she just sucked me in the, like, hurt me. Like my left ball is still like sensitive.
Did she apologize?
No, yeah, she did, yeah, because she didn't realize it was going to be that hard. But I went down.
But I feel like
But it
I
made
feel
it
like
funny.
if it's you're the one, you're like, okay, I have to do this. I'm so sorry.
Nah, she was into it.
Oh.
Afterwards, when I was like, oh my God, because I was in pain for like another half an hour after it.
Yeah.
I saw her and she was like, sorry. And I was like, it's the job. Like, it's all
I
good.
get it. Yeah.
And it also helped. There was like they were going to give away a trophy. There was a big inflatable Topo Chico bottle. And I won. Out of all the comics I've got,
sick.
yeah, and I feel like part of it was because I was singing and I got punched in the dick, so it kind of helped me win, and it made sense. Riff Raff is designed for.
What
people
were
like
some of
me.
the other Riff Raff suggestions?
Like you got to carry somebody in the audience, piggyback them around the studio, around the room, or like dance break, and they play music, and the person that's the comic has to just start dancing.
I am never doing that.
You're not coming?
I'm never going to be on stage doing that. No.
Yeah, you would be good at Riff Raff though. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Hawk, like, do the Raff.
Ugh.
Yeah.
The dancing thing, that's where I draw the line. It's like, no.
Yeah, it's one time I pulled from it and I had to sing Silverchair while pretending to be a snake.
That's an Australian band, right?
The Silverchair? Yeah. I did Tomorrow, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Fat boy!
Tomorrow.
But while I was like, it was like snaking across the wall and stuff. You look like an idiot.
Do you have to do the whole song?
Nah, but like a minute at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because that would, even if it was funny, it would start to get old.
It's good practice. Yeah, 1 minute is as long as it go, but it's good practice to let yourself go. You know? Like you're on stage, everyone's judging you, and you got to be like, I don't care.
I'm just the vessel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
So I feel like it's good practice.
Yeah.
Because you get in circumstances in stand-up where you're like, that's not the most convenient. And it's like, so? We don't care.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.
That reminds me of being a pro skater in the 80s. Here's our park. Like, I don't want to ride that. Well, all the kids expect you to.
Yeah. No, and they all don't understand that the ramp is terrible. And they're like, 540. And I'm like, 540? Nobody can do a 540 in here. Yeah.
I remember we did a demo in Alabama. Huge, like skate shop, hot topic. People are going to know.
Yeah.
And the ramp had the utmost kink right where the flat met the transition.
Yeah.
So where the flat went to the transition, it was basically like that, and then the transition started.
Yeah.
So you couldn't really pump because you were just waiting for that, and then you could get up the wall. So, I mean, I was there with like Jeff Phillips and top pros.
Yeah.
And we can only go like this high.
Right.
Because it just didn't work, and no one could figure it out. Like, what's wrong with you guys? Like,
people were saying that.
Well, it was just kind of like, do this. I'm like, dude, we can barely get to the top.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
Yeah, I told you I did a demo in Tasmania where the bowl collapsed when they made it. So it just had like 6 foot of vert. Yeah. And as soon as I got there, someone was like, make twists. And I was like, has anyone ever done an air in here? And I was like, no. And I'm like, okay, then leave me alone.
Did you see, I think we talked about it. You saw that movie Deck Dogs that I'm in? The Aussie movie?
Yeah.
So we shot all that at Maroubra.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And they hired me. This is kind of a funny story. They hired me because they wanted a hardcore skate scene in the movie.
Yeah.
And it was going to be like I'm at a competition and the kids finally come find me. That's kind of a lot of the storylines. They're going to this contest, but they're also trying to find me. And I'm there like skating and it's a big crowd and they're like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, here he comes, Tony Hawk. And I drop in. I'm supposed to do like all these crazy tricks, but the Maroubra Bowl is like maybe 8 feet.
Yeah.
At the most, 9. And so I couldn't do like back-to-back tricks. I needed to set up for anything that was even close. I could barely do, like I could barely do like backside ollies or I couldn't do 360 varials. I had to do 180 varial. It was just, everything was hindered for me. And it was supposed to be this big skate scene in the movie. And then when they cut the movie, they sent it to me and I was like, you guys, I don't think that's what you're looking for. You know what I mean? Like, this scene's not great for skating. It's not, I didn't really care. Like it didn't reflect on me necessarily. I just didn't think it would fit what they were trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, I think you should probably just take that skate scene out.
Oh, wow.
And they go, thank you for saying that. We felt the same way, but we just thought you would not be okay with us cutting out your skating. And I was
but they are okay with it.
No problem. Yeah. Leave that out. Like it's not what you thought it was. The bowl was not what I thought it was. And so in the movie they introduced me and then I'm just there like on the mic.
Okay. No skating.
What's that?
You don't
At the
even
very end, I do a McTwist in the bowl, and that was definitely the hardest thing for me.
You did a 5 in it?
Yeah.
Dude, that place is death.
Super squatty.
Yeah. But that place is deadly.
Yeah.
It's like harsh.
We went surfing too, and it was
For
super
the movie?
windy. What's that?
For the movie?
No, just because we were there on the beach in
Okay.
Maroubra, and we knew about Maroubra.
Yeah.
I didn't know the sort of notorious legend of Maroubra back then, but you know, Bra Boys.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. So we went surfing, and the rip current was so gnarly that you would paddle out and catch a wave, and then you'd have to come into the beach and run back to the lineup.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't paddle back because you were fighting.
Nobody could.
What's that? No,
Locals,
no one
nobody.
could. Everyone.
Okay.
So everyone's catching waves, and we're just rotating and running.
That's kind of cool.
It was kind of cool. Exhausting.
Yeah. It's more exhausting for a guy like me to paddle out than walk around to the side, though.
True.
The one time I ever did that in Mexico, there was a wave that someone took me to, and it was that where there was a beach and then it turned into a reef, and you could walk out onto the reef and seriously drop your board and paddle into a wave. Like good guys were just jumping on the wave as it came by. So it was a very easy, basic wave. I had a big board, and it was like, if you can get in front of this wave, you're getting a ride. And it was a long ride too.
Yeah.
And a long ride to shore, and then you just cruise back walking on the beach.
Yeah.
I was like, this is if all surfing was like this, I could do it. Because the paddling back is the hardest part for me.
Yeah.
Like, and I'd have fresh arms when I got in the water to catch the next wave.
when you're battling a rip, you're always trying to just stay in position to where the waves are breaking, and it's so exhausting.
Yeah.
On that note, I remember I spent a week near Raglan in New Zealand.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is a famous break, and there's a few points to that break, and so we were staying near indicators, and that's one of the breaks, and there's this rock right there, and if the tide is right and the swell is right, it looks like you could jump off the rock into the wave.
Yeah.
But the wave's already pitched, like it's already coming in hot.
Yeah.
And Jared, who is here, who runs 900 Films, he did it.
He did it.
Yeah.
Wait, he could shred.
He can surf, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a waterman.
Okay.
Hardcore.
Okay.
Yeah. But he jumped in. He had to go backside too.
Yeah.
Because it's a left.
Yeah, that's sketchy.
Yeah.
Wow, Jared.
Jared, yeah, there you go. That's my story.
Not just an asshole. I'm only doing that because I know Jared listens. He's great. I love Jared.
And he would go, yeah. he would embrace that, I think.
I had no idea he was an aquatic asshole. It's good.
Dude, Jared, he used to shoot for Nadas. Like he did the 101 videos.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
He's friends with Adam McNatt.
Oh, okay.
And we used to play games of skate here, like with all the people that skated.
Yeah.
Matt Herring, who used to do our video stuff, who used to edit, Jared, Jerome, anyway, I'm on. But Jared they called it the Prindle Swindle. He would do stuff out of nowhere and do a hard flip and catch it this high. And I was like, dude, I can't do that.
Wait, Jared can do hard flips?
He used to do all this stuff. Yeah. It was sick.
I'm sorry, Jared. I had no idea you had any capability of skateboarding. How did he keep
Came
that?
from skating.
Does he skate now?
A little bit, but
Not
mostly,
much.
Yeah, not as much.
Man, do hard flips.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it.
I can't-
Or like you would do something and then Jared would just learn it by doing
Yeah.
it for the first time in a game of
Wow.
skate. And it was like, dude, Prindle Swindle.
Man, he is, right?
Yeah.
Secret.
We should get him on here.
Yeah.
Just knock. He's right up there. Just knock on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Jared,
I can
get
text
down
him.
here.
Down here.
Text him. He's going to be so confused.
He's always confused.
We'll get him on here for the last 5 minutes. We can get it. We can have him talk about how he got me kicked off a plane.
What?
He doesn't want to talk about that.
He got you kicked off something?
It was so dumb. It wasn't really his fault, but it was stupid. I'll let him tell that story. What are you telling him?
Hey, come down here.
That's it?
Yeah.
No contact?
No.
I love it. He might be on a call. He has to do a lot of calls. He
Yeah,
has to do
he
a lot
works
of
a lot.
pre-production stuff here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. I
Yeah.
mean, rather have everyone busy.
Yeah, he's a good dude. What's next?
What's next?
What's the next? You going to Japan? That's next, right?
Japan. I'm going to Vegas for a speaking gig. I'm going to go visit the punk rock museum.
Yeah. Do you like museums?
I invested in it, and I donated a couple items, so I haven't seen it in person yet.
But do you like museums?
I can't say I'm a museum connoisseur. No, do you? What do you say?
No, he said he's in an important Zoom.
Oh, all right. Next time.
Next week, Jared will be on the show. You don't know when or how long, but he's going to be on. We're going to get him. Infamous Jared.
All right, I'll tell the story. Then he can.
He's
tell it
free in
himself.
15 minutes. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
we're
too
done.
late.
We were coming home from a tour from one of the gigantic skate park tours, and we were boarding our last flight. We had to make a connection through San Francisco.
I was there.
You were there,
Yeah.
and we were some of the last ones to board.
Yeah.
And the co-pilot and the pilot and the co-pilot were coming down the jetway
Yeah.
and bumped into Jared.
Yeah.
And Jared instinctively, without looking up who it was, he's like, "Whoa, you been drinking?"
Yeah.
And the co-pilot thought that was the most offensive thing he could have said to a pilot at the time, because there had been a couple of incidents with crews drinking
Okay.
or like being hungover. And he's like, "Yeah, you're off this flight."
Yeah. I was standing right next to him too.
Yeah. And then I boarded.
And then you boarded.
I boarded, and Salema said, "Hey, I think that Jared just got kicked off." And I was like, "What?"
And then you left.
and Jared was at the ticket counter arguing with the ticket agent, who didn't have anything to do with the encounter, but has to abide by the rules.
Yeah.
The pilot. And I was like, "No, he didn't even like."
I know.
It's not a troublemaker. Like, it was a miscommunication, or
It was the last guy on the.
And she goes, "If you can vouch for him and say that he won't cause trouble, because they saw that I was like a 1,000,000-mile flyer and whatever it was. If you can vouch for him and say that he won't cause trouble, then we'll let him back on the plane." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I take responsibility or accountability or whatever." And she knew that this was happening. They were closing the door when she was doing that. And then she's like, "Okay, go ahead." And the door was closed.
Oh.
And then
So then you walk down there to a shut door.
Yeah.
And then you come back and you go, "Hey, the door's shut." And she goes, "Sorry."
Yeah. And so then we went to, I had the United Club membership.
Yeah.
So we went to United Club and explained the situation. Like, "Oh, we're really sorry." And they're like, "But there's no more flights tonight to San Diego.
Yeah.
So we'll give you a hotel and put you on the first flight in the morning."
Yeah.
Like, they were trying to make it right, but yeah.
I remember I was like, "Wait, Jared just got Tony Hawk off a flight. I don't want to be Jared." That's what I thought. I was like, "Man, I'd hate to be Jared right now."
Yeah. I was as frustrated as he was.
I know, because it was bullshit.
But also it was so manipulative for them to be like, "Okay, we're going to let you on." No, it's too late.
Yeah. It was a crazy thing for him to say too. Like, it was the last thing I expected to come out of his mouth.
No, that
But
tracks.
It definitely wasn't.
I know.
Right. It definitely wasn't like
mellow.
It just wasn't worth like you to react like that. It was like, he just said, he didn't even. It's just, you're being a dick.
Yeah.
You're just being a dick.
Oh, you're talking about the pilot.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about Jared.
No.
Yeah.
No, Jared was.
Yeah.
It just wasn't valid enough.
It was clear that they were fresh from all that because of the thing that happened with the
He was
flight
having
crew.
a bad day.
The flight crew, and they were under the gun with whatever.
He might have been drinking. You ever think of that?
You're probably right.
Where Jared just hit the nail on the head, and he
I know,
thought,
and that's the thing. I saw
he
him
did the
defending him. Not defending
Listerine,
him.
and he did all the thing, and he bumped Jared, and Jared's like, "You've been drinking it." He just did
How
like
dare you?
3 shots.
Did you see me?
Yeah.
Were you at the bar?
Because why react like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just accidentally hit the nail on the head. Just,
Maybe so.
"You're drunk." He was like, "No, that's impossible." Jared knows. Got to get him off the plane before everyone else figures it out.
We'll get him on here. It'll be entertaining.
Yes, it will be. And Jared will listen to his episode too.
We hope so.
Yeah. I don't listen to my episodes of me being on people's shows.
I don't either.
I see the promos and I post them and I go,
same.
cool.
Yep.
That seems cool.
do
People
the
seem
same
to
thing.
like that
Yeah.
one. You know, or people don't like that one. I'm like,
Yeah,
eh.
I think once in a while I'll leave a show and I'll think like maybe I didn't want to talk about that.
Yeah. I
And
don't.
then very rarely will I be like, can I hear it, or could you guys just not use that question or
Yeah.
whatever? But it's rare.
Yeah.
We just kind of keep moving.
Yep. Yeah. That's what I do.
You don't listen to this one.
Not really. Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. I do.
You do?
Yeah. I listened to Brooklyn episode.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one.
Yeah. I listened to ones where I'm like, I think we did really good on that episode. Let me listen to confirm that.
I see.
And then I go, yeah, it was good. Or,
Would you say that is more often than not?
yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with what we do.
Okay, 'cause I was
I'm
gonna
pretty
say,
proud of it, actually.
When you said that, I was like, so that means he only listens like 1 out of 10?
I think Seth Green episode is the funniest podcast
Seth
I've
Rogen.
ever heard. Seth Rogen, sorry. The best episode. That's the funniest episode
Yes.
of podcasting I've ever heard.
My brother's in town, and he mentioned that yesterday.
All right. And then I
Right.
think interviews like Brooklyn were doing great stuff. You know, like having her in the world and showing people that she exists is good for the world.
Yep.
We're good people, for, you know?
I think more people need to hear that one,
yeah.
because that one, as of now, it's not going gangbusters with views, but it's good. I think it's really good. I think it's just really motivational. She's just so amazing with her attitude and her perspective and moving on.
Yeah, there's no way you're not inspired by listening to her.
Right.
And inspiration is good for you. So you should probably listen to that.
You should get more inspiration.
Yes, gather more inspiration by downloading our show. Please.
Who are you most inspired by these days?
Brooklyn.
Really?
Yeah.
Just off the bat.
She's my bestie now. We're
Yeah.
buddies.
Sick.
We exchange phone numbers.
Did
We're
you
gonna go skate
did
next
she
week.
do the
We're going to get matching tattoos.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
The smiley face?
Mm-hmm.
Where? On your hand?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
And she's going to get one too.
No way.
Yeah.
That's so
It
great.
just makes so much sense to me.
Have you guys like really planned it?
yeah. We haven't booked the spot, but yeah.
I mean, do you have to have a specialized person for that one?
We could do stick and poke,
Yeah.
but we have to, I don't know how my ex feels about tattooing me.
Oh, I see.
So
Yeah.
might need to go to a tattoo shop, which is fine. But yeah, I think that means more to me than almost all my tattoos. Like having that and looking at it, it's a smiley face.
Yeah.
It's like, be happy.
Yeah.
And it's like, where'd you get that? And why'd you get that? And it's like, I got it from a person that had her face eaten by a dog and thinks that life is great.
yes.
So quit your bitching. Because I know that's one of my curses is, there's two people in here. It's like, you're going to do it. You're great. And then there's, you suck. It's hell's coming for you, dude. And I'm like, man, really
Hell's
hell?
coming for you.
Seems a bit harsh, but it's there. Like, yeah, make no mistake. Hell is coming.
True.
And she's this, it's like every now and then I'll do stuff where I'm like, you can do anything. You're not a loser. I don't know why I even contemplate that other side of things, but I do. I carry a lot of insecurity from my childhood. It's whatever. But that person clears that away instantly. When I think about her, I go, have you done anything that made you laugh today? Did you go look at the sun, smell some flowers? Because you should. You're alive. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good to be here.
Right.
She does that to me instantly. So people like that. And then I'd probably get, inspiration-wise, like you, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Like you look so I don't want to bum you out, but you look so bad. When you broke your leg, you look so bad. I was like,
Look bad in general.
like you're not going to
skating?
skate again. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you're not
Yeah,
going to
that
be
was-
good again. And it killed me.
That was.
I don't know why I'm getting emotional about it, but
difficult.
it killed me. And then watching you now, like, I haven't been down here as much anymore, but I see video and I'm like, fuck. Like Like, I remember saying, you're going to be fine. You're going to be back. And I was like,
and not believing
why
it.
would you? A little bit.
I felt the same way.
Yeah. I was like, nah,
I
just.
was like, no, I'm gonna get
just
there. I'm gonna
think
get there,
that you're
even though
gonna
I
get
can't
there.
walk after 8 months.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
I'm
it
still
was
getting there.
bad.
It's gonna be okay.
I know. And now you're shredding. And I'm like, man, you're old. I'm old. You're older than me. He can do it. I can do it. You know? Like, those are the.
Yeah.
And things are good. You're good.
Thank you.
And that makes me feel like I can do
Feel
it.
good. You look like you're moving better because you were in that state of stiffness and pain from the recent injuries.
Yeah, that.
So you
just
look
kept
like
compiling.
you look more spry. You just
Yeah.
look like you're ready to
I don't
float.
feel anywhere near as stiff.
Yeah.
I don't wake up with like, because I feel like that neck injury just kept trailing through my body.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I'd
you
be
could
like,
tell.
oh, my hip doesn't work.
Well,
oh,
I
my
could tell
neck
too when
doesn't
I ask you about skating, you'd be like, yeah, I'll come down maybe soon.
Yeah, a little gun shy, to be honest. Like the last 2 times getting hurt, I was like, dude, like, what is it? I know that you know skating inconsistently is like kind of sketchy, but you can't figure out a way to skate for an hour and not get hurt. Like, just take
well,
it
it's
easy.
because you want to build on something, and
Yeah.
and we both have learned in recent years that we can just celebrate our win and not have to outdo it. And that was Lance was here yesterday, and he was trying something, and you know he was getting super close to it, just trying to relearn something. And there was a moment where he slid out on the way up the wall, and he had a moment of clarity, like that could probably happen on my way down, since I'm not used to the ramp so much.
Mhm.
If it happened on the way down, it's going to be a problem.
Yep.
And he stopped.
Yep.
And I feel like there was something matured about that,
Yep.
because he and I are both, you know, notoriously from Sam's documentary, like we're the ones that just keep pushing it
Right.
when we shouldn't. And then he was like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, he did 3 backsetters in a row. His
I
first
was
time
gonna
skating
say,
the ramp ever.
the video I saw, I was like, I would be very happy with that.
Yeah.
You know, today I'd be very happy
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
And not getting hurt on top of it.
That's it.
Would be great.
So
I'm gonna stretch today.
celebrate not getting hurt.
Yeah, celebrate not being hurt, because there's
Yeah,
people out there
that's it.
that are hurt.
That's your win.
And they're terrified that it's going to happen again, and it's probably going to happen again. And you're not me, so enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
nervous right now because I know I'm going over there. I'm like, just be cool, man. You know, whatever that is.
All right, let's get it.
All right. Like and describe. It's obviously superior podcast to everybody. No offense to everybody, but you're shit compared to me. I mean that in the nicest way.
Yeah, sure. What
You
he
should
said.
seriously like and describe and tell your friends. You know what I mean? Maybe your friend's a bit low.
Other podcasts are good though. I have to
They're not
make a
bad.
disclaimer.
Yeah, they're not bad. Especially when we're on there.